I'm going to add more features into this the timeline, and this time I need, when I hit send button, I need some confirmation dialog box to pop up. For that I'm going to use Angular Animate and Bootstrap UI. Actually, in this lecture we are going to learn about the dialog boxes, Bootstrap dialog boxes, actually a Bootstrap model windows to work with AngularJs. For that we need Angular animation, and also we need Bootstrap UI. Right, and now I'm going to create my dialog box. Script, and this is a script type of text and ng template. This will be a template for my dialog box, and I'm going to add id for that template. I'll add id as my model content.html. Actually, inside of this script file the contain the html for that my model, my dialog box. I'm going to create components for that. First I need a model header. For that I'll add class that's telling model header. Actually this is Bootstrap CSS codings. And after that I need model body, class model body, and after that I need model footer, model footer, and we will add some data into header. I'll add h3 tag for the header, just telling confirm, right? And in the model body I'll add p tag and telling please confirm you need to submit this data. Actually you can customize this model regarding your work. And in the footer area I'm going to add two buttons just to tell yes or no button, and I'm going to give some Bootstrap class into it. Button and button primary, button class, button I'll add class called warning, and this is just a button types, and I'm going to add some ng clicks after creating a control for this one. Now I am going to my script file and I'm going to inject animation and the Bootstrap UI here. I'll use ng animate to inject Angular animate, and I'm going to inject Bootstrap UI using UI dot bootstrap, right? Now I'm going to create a function to open model dialog. I'll create a function called open function, right? And in the function, I'm going to create some instance, so model instance, and actually I'm going to use UIB model. This is actually from the bootstrap UI. To use UIB model, I need to decline the control, right? And in the UIB model we have the functions to open the bootstrap UI model, right? I'll give the option to this UIB model opening. First one, I'm going to give some variable to animate animation. I'm going to create this variable scope dot animation enabled, and this is actually a variable for Angular animation. I'll create that later. And then I need to give template URL. Actually I have created a template for that's called my model content.html, and I need to give a controller for this model, and I'll create a model controller called model instance control, and I'll create that controller later. And yes, I think I have done it, and I need to get the result from that model. Actually I have implement two buttons. I'll create for that model instance dot result dot then first one is I need to access if it is okay or success, and the second one will be with the second option, right? And right, and after that I'm going to create that scope dot toggle animation, function. In here I'm going to use this scope animation enabled, and I'm going to enable when toggle animation comes, right? I have enabled the animation. Now I need to create this controller. I'm going to create app.controller. Actually I am creating this controller before this timeline controller, because I am going to use this controller inside of the timeline controller. For that the controller needs to create before timeline controller. That's why I'm going to create before the timeline controller, right? Function, I'm going to access scope here, and I'm going to access, this is also from bootstrap UI. I'm going to access UIB model instance, right? And I'll declare the functions here. The first one will be, I'm going to create two buttons for a OK and cancel, and for that scope dot OK for function. I need to, both the cases I need to close this model boxes dot class, right? And the next function will be, I'm going to copy and paste same thing. Let's cancel. The other way you can dismiss the data. I'll do dismiss here. Dismiss, cancel, right? I'm going to add these two button events into the model one. This is called ng click. This one is for OK, and this one is for a cancel. ng click cancel, right? I'm going to do that names for two buttons, cancel, okay, right? Yeah, save these things, and actually I need to pop up this the model window when I hit the submit button. I'm going to remove the submit post here. For that I'm going to use my new function open, right? And when he click on this send button, it will call the open function, and it will open this model box, and I'm going to give this submit data function to call. If it is success, you need to call the submit data function, and I'm going to remove this written post equal scope dot post. I'm going to access directly data using scope post into post without passing, because it's going to access inside of this one. And if it is cancelled, not want to fire anything, right? I think we almost finished this model thing. We will save this one and run the application. Okay, we will run the application. I can see some error in the script. We will go to the script file and see. Right, we will check the newly added things. Okay, we will start from the open button, model instance, model, right, model instance controller, submit data, toggle animation enabled, model instance controller. Oops, this M will be a capital M. Okay, I'll save this one and refresh this again. Still some error is there, right? We'll check this one again. It's bootstrap, right? I'll save this one, run the application again. Yeah, I think there's no errors. Data is loaded. We will check. Model pop-up window is coming. I'll add a header as model pop-up checking. Text. This is my first model pop-up window, and I am happy with it. And I'll click send button. Yes, you can see confirm. You can see confirm. Please confirm. You need to submit this data. We will hit just cancel and see. Yes, nothing submitted. And I'll hit again. I'll click OK. You'll see yes, data posted. You'll see yes, model pop-up checking. This is my first model pop-up window. I am happy with it. I think you understood about this model pop-up window. You can customize, actually you can customize this model pop-up window with your any of your controller. You can have input boxes, and actually you can have complete HTML file in this model pop-up and implement it top of another window.